Phase 3 starts right now.
Many parents have been home with the kiddos for months. We know you love your children, but you may be running out of ways to maybe keep them engaged, entertained, and teach them something new while they're stuck at home. I got to speak with happiness expert and coach Dannie De Novo about some tips to get your kid through these tough times. Dannie, your timing is impeccable because we have a lot of parents out there that are struggling. The kids have been home from school, now it's summer. So you have a very interesting acronym that you've come up with to maybe help parents get through the summer with the kids.
Yes, I think right now our kids have just as many questions about things as we do. And so since we're kind of stuck at home and uncertain about what's going to happen this fall, I put together this acronym TEACH, some lessons to teach our kids while everyone's just kind of waiting to see what happens.
Excellent. So let's break it down. What exactly does it entail?
Okay, so the T is for thinking critically. And this is about teaching our kids to take old information that they already have and lining it up against new information that's coming in and making a judgment on it for themselves. This fosters creativity and innovation, and those are the things that we need to solve problems.
Very important for their critical thinking skills. How about E? Let's just keep going down the line.
Okay, E is for experiences, and I think everyone realizes we learn through experiencing things. But are you experiencing things consciously, and are you teaching your kids to do the same? Sometimes we just go through the motions and we're not paying attention. So it's good to engage kids while we're going through new experiences, ask lots of questions. What did you see? What did you hear? What did you learn? And how did it make you feel? And then maybe doing that again at the end of the experience, just to make sure that they were paying attention and they did get something from it.
Very cool. You know, if you have, an example offhand, Dannie, could you give us an example of maybe something they may want to do where they're able to incorporate that element of the E?
Well, I think they can do it everywhere, but right now, I grew up riding horses, and I'm teaching my 5-year-old daughter how to ride. And sometimes she just kind of gets up there and she bebops around and she likes to sing, Disney princess ballads while she's up there, but she's not really paying attention to the horse and what the horse is doing. So I like to tune her in and say, oh, hey, did you see how his ears were moving? Or did you see how he did that when you did this? Just trying to make her pay attention to things so she's aware not only for her safety, but also how she learns how to ride correctly.
And just being present in the moment. I think that's a lesson even we as adults are trying to still learn, right? That's a good
Absolutely,
one.
yes.
Okay, so I'll let you go through the rest of them. A, C, and H.
Okay, A is for attitude, and this is more than just, being cheery and showing up early, things of that nature. Attitude is how we see ourselves and how we see our place in the world around us. And for kids, this translates into their level of self-confidence and their ability to learn. I have found that the best way to have a good attitude and to teach a good attitude to your kids is to have a good attitude yourself. And I have lots of tips for doing that, but honestly, this is a lead by example kind of a thing. So if you're walking around negative and pessimistic right now, your kids are likely going to have the same traits.
So important. And then if we can put up the graphic again, I'm going to mention the other two coping skills, having heart, two very important elements as well. Even though we didn't get to a whole lot of detail on those two, I was going to ask you, Dannie, is there somewhere where parents can follow you and continue to learn from some of the lessons that you're trying to teach them?
Yes, they can learn all about the coping skills and the heart and everything else at my website, DannieDeNovo.com. And you can find my books on Amazon.com.
Wonderful, Dannie. Like I said, you are right on time.